We worked on this program for a couple months now, and this is actually a new program. We do it with the graduating seniors every year. We've done that for 20 plus years, and now we're bringing the program down to the rising freshmen. So I hope you're as excited as I am to learn more about the high school experience. We have a great selection of students here that are going to walk you through some of the various aspects of your experiences as rising freshmen. But before we get into the program, I just wanted to introduce a few individuals that also made this happen. In the back, if you were at Rising Freshman Curriculum Fair back in March, we have an outstanding TV production program, and I know you have it here as well, as including podcasting. Big round of applause for Mr. Chris Prommel, TV production. I know many of you are interested in that program for next year. Also assisting with setting up this program, one of our most outstanding guidance counselors and co-advisor of student council. How about a big round of applause for Mr. George Carrigan. So we've got some multimedia material for you as well. But I just wanted to say I'm very excited about this class joining us at Mount Olive. You guys are Marauders for life. I've had 30 classes of rising freshmen in my career here at Mount Olive. And every year, the classes get more and more talented and more involved. And we hope that you follow that same legacy of the classes that have come before you. All right? You've heard me say, we encourage you to be active participants in your own learning process. Well, you're going to see some samples of that today. But before we begin, I believe we're going to show you a short video, right? Day in the life of a freshman at Mount Olive High School, produced by our students.
We're in Spanish. You just let us get our phone early. We have like 2 minutes left. And I have to stay on the third floor for history. And Alexa goes downstairs. And Brooke, where are you going?
ELA, so downstairs.
That's it, bye. Okay,
Sorry.
we're in tag today. I mean, right now.
Hello.
I went from Spanish to history and then down to gym. And then now we have a meeting. Hey guys, me and Anna are in physics. We went from tag to lunch. I had a meeting during lunch. And then from lunch we went to our fifth block. For our first PM block, I had English. Anna, what'd you have for first PM block? English. You had English, yeah? Wait, PM? Oh. Oh, what'd you have in PM? I keep pausing it. Any day now. Yeah, and then from here I'm going to study hall as my last block. For physics. Yeah, we just did some work. She's not here today, so what's up? And we ate food.
Day in my life.
Now I'm in history.
Just now struck 12. Get into bed, Francisco. For this release, much thanks. Just been a cold and I'm sick.
We're in tag. Now I'm at lunch. This is the Commons. This is the cafe. Now I'm in CrossFit. Right now I'm in Italian. Now I'm in physics. It's the end of the day, but we have a game, so we're getting some snacks. Now we're on the way to our game. Bye.
I'm in ELA right now, and these are some of my classmates. What are you guys reading?
Paper towels.
Okay, what are you guys doing? What's the assignment?
We're making our reading calendar for next 2 weeks.
Do you guys like the book?
It's great.
Awesome.
Come on.
Hey guys, it's 7:10. I'm walking into school right now. It is 8:10 and I'm in physics class. Just finished Italian and now I'm going to tag to do my homework. It is 9:15. Just finished physics and I am going to Italian class.
So that's pretty much a freshman's experience in real time, real video. 50 minutes in a block, moving through the hallways, getting to class on time, taking care of your work and all your assignments, and they're going to share that experience with you. So at this time, I'm going to introduce one of the officers of our senior class. You guys may remember him from last year. Big round of applause for Andreas Ochoa.
Hi, what's up, everyone? My name is Andreas Ochoa, and I'm the current vice president of the senior class.
Hi, everyone. I'm Danielle. I'm the current treasurer of the senior class.
Hi, everyone. I'm Isabella Asaro, and I am the treasurer of Student Council.
Hi, I'm Victoria Amar, and I'm the secretary for Student Council. Okay, so guys, this is your first question. Is this schedule hard to adapt to, and how do you keep track of it?
I think the schedule was pretty easy to adapt to. Yeah, so in the beginning it was a little bit hard because you have to find the rooms, and it's a big building. It's a much bigger building than here. But as time goes on, like, you start to know where the hallways are, and it just becomes really easy.
Also, since you don't have every class every day, it's kind of nice to, like, you don't have to worry about having the same classes. There's also this app called Saturn. You can download it, you connect it to your Snapchat account, and then when you get your schedule, you put your schedule into the app, and every day it, like, shows if it's like an A, B, C, or D day, and then it shows what classes you have, and it, like, shows a countdown of, like, how long the classes are, and then, like, how long till the end of the day.
Also, during freshman orientation, you'll be able to, like, walk around the school, and you'll get an idea of, like, where most of your classes will be.
In the beginning, you guys could also write down notes. That will really help you, like, figure out where your classes is. For me, I also struggled to getting to all my classes in the beginning, but I took notes and I, like, followed a calendar, so it really just got easy to me and got in my head pretty quick.
The rotating block schedule for me was difficult to adapt to, but I think I got used to it after I realized that every, like, first class that you have, so either your first AM class or first PM class, you don't have it the next day. I think that was the easiest way for me to realize that's how it works.
Also, on the first couple of days, your teachers don't really care if you're late because they understand that you're in a new school, in a new building, so they're pretty lenient the first couple of weeks, so if you're late to class, if you get lost, it's okay.
Like Ava said earlier, I use the app Saturn a lot. It's nice to keep track of, like, the timing for classes, and you get 5 minutes in between in the hallways during class, so I think it's pretty manageable to get to class.
Also, on real time, you have your schedule of A day, B day, C day, and D day. So you could also print that out if you want and have it as a piece of paper so you can look at it throughout the day.
Yeah, let me just build upon that because it's an alternating drop schedule. It's A, B, C, D, as they had mentioned, and it goes 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 1, and 4, 1, 2, 4 days in a row, and then it repeats itself. But just be reminded that it's going to be a brand new world next year with absolutely no cell phones from 7/12 to 2/22. So I'm just laying that out there. We'll have more information as we approach the end of the year, but that's going to be a huge transition for everybody, even this group right here. So please be aware that that's on the horizon. Thank you.
All right, we're going to move on to the next question. Do you guys find it difficult getting around the school and getting to your classes on time?
Getting around school, for me, it was kind of hard at the beginning as well, but then I realized that the room number always starts with the floor that it's on. So, like, if it's like B124, it'd be the first floor, and I think that helped me a lot. And then the lettered wings, it was easy to get around.
And I think as the school year goes along, like, you find your ways to classes and you can just take the same route throughout the year. So, like, after you get that route down, it's really easy to know, like, where you're going.
Yeah, and there's a bunch of staircases by your classes, so you'll always have a way to, like, find where your next class is.
Something that helped for me is when you enter the commons, there's 2 main stairwells that go to the basement, 2nd floor, and 3rd floor. I think they're the only 2 stairwells in the building that go to every single floor. So if you kind of hang out around there, you're going to be basically able to make it anywhere.
All right, so we'll move on to the next question. What classes have been the most useful for you as freshmen, and how do you decide which classes to take?
One of the classes I took freshman year or this year that I found really useful and was like really beneficial to me was personal finance. That taught me a lot about finance and all the basics about business.
Another class that I really recommend is sports, entertainment, and marketing. Like if you want to go to college for like sports, like media or anything, I really enjoyed that class because you do a lot of presentations, which also helped with my presentation skills like in front of the class. And you just like have to do different presentations on like sports or like different stuff along with marketing.
Also, I would say next year or this year, start looking at clubs that you're going to be interested in, because our school has like every club you can name. And once you get involved with that, it's like easier. First, you'll make a lot of friends, and it's easier for you to like you have something to look forward to and constant meetings.
One class I'd recommend to some kids is CrossFit, because if you play a sport, you might want to try and get stronger, and a good way to do that is through CrossFit, which would replace your gym class, and you'd be able to work out during the day and actually like lift weights and try to get stronger.
Yeah, and I recommend to take a lot of your graduation classes that like is recommended freshman year so that you can get it over with.
Yeah, like building on that, I think it's really important to be mindful about like your graduation requirement, like your credits. So you need 2 art classes, you need a business class, which is personal finance, like Parker talked about, and then you need 2 career classes, which could be like sports marketing, like Ava said, and there's just a ton of different electives for really anything.
I find study hall very helpful. It gives me a lot of time to complete my work inside of school, so I don't have to do homework, especially if I practice after school every day. So study hall is definitely helpful.
Adding on to study hall. So right now, during fall, I play football, and I was really stressed about getting done like all my work because I practice every day after school. So I really suggest trying study hall, because that will help you, do your work, do any assignments that you have to do, and it will take the stress off your mind so you don't have to think about doing your homework later in the day. So you'll have that study hall to do all your work.
You'll also have tag to do all your homework in, so let's just say you didn't get it done the night before, you're able to do it in tag before, say it's like your first PM block, you'll be able to do it before the class.
Can you also tell us about the CP honors and AP classes and what it's like to take some of those as freshmen?
So basically, the classes are weighted differently with your GPA. And basically what GPA is like what your grade is in that class. So say you have like an A+ in the CP class, it would be like equivalent to like a B+ or an A- in like an AP class. So typically CP classes are like the lowest level of class that you could take, but they're mostly easier than honors classes and AP classes. And AP classes, they have like exams at the end of the year. Like right now I'm taking AP Physics and I'm studying for my physics exam that's actually next week. So expect with AP classes a lot more studying and learning on your own, while in the CP class you can come to class every day, just make sure you do your homework and listen to the teachers.
I would say that the classes, like if you're taking an honors and AP class, I think it's definitely manageable. And something to talk about in AP class, like I took an AP class this year, and it was a lot more work than a regular class, but it wasn't like so much that like it just takes up your whole day. So I think if you believe that something like that might be for you, it's definitely something to go after.
Okay, we can move on to the next question. Did you have something else to add? Okay, go ahead.
If you start off with CP classes your freshman year, you can always advance to an honor class, but it's always like nice to try out each class like that's easier first to know if you can go to the higher classes.
Okay, so for the next question, it's what is the homework and coursework like in your classes? And you could talk about like CPE honors or AP classes.
Can you repeat the question?
Yeah. What is the homework and coursework like in your classes?
I would say that the classwork from you guys now, it definitely picks up a lot more. You definitely need to stay on top of it to keep your grade up. At some parts it does get a little stressful, but if you have to be able to figure out time management. In the beginning of the year it's going to be a lot, but as you go on you'll get used to it.
So I'm in mostly honors classes, and I would definitely say like there's homework, like there's usually homework, especially for like geometry or history, but I just recommend using your tag time to get it done. Like don't procrastinate, wait till the next day or wait till like right before class. I would just like get it done right when you get it. Yeah.
For CP classes, I'm in honors math and honors ELA, but I'm in CP history. So in CP history, the work that you do, it's usually like all in class. You don't really have that much homework unless you miss a day or something. But for honors classes in ELA and math, you usually have homework every day. And it's not that much you should stress about, because you could do the homework in class sometimes if you finish your work early.
I feel like a lot of the homework also is things that you don't finish in class, so if you really use your class time to get your work done, I feel like that can also help with how much homework you have after school.
On top of what Riley said, definitely class time is a great use of time to complete homework, but also you could complete your homework in tag or study hall.
Okay, next question. What is tag and lunch like at the high school, and how do they work?
Tag is a place where if you're like missing any work or like have to make up a test, you can email your teachers and then you can get a pass there, and then you can finish any classwork that you didn't finish, or you can finish a test, and then you can also it's a great way to finish your homework.
And for lunch, the freshmen usually sit in the commons, or like when you walk right into school and you keep going past the 2 doors, there's like 6 tables over there, 8. And then sophomores and juniors normally sit in the cafeteria, so like the actual like lunchroom. And when you're a senior, you're able to leave during lunch, but like usually freshmen don't really sit in the cafeteria. Some do like if there's seats, but there's plenty of seats anywhere for you to sit.
And everyone has tag and lunch at the same time, so first you have tag and it's like a 45-minute long block, and then right after everyone goes to lunch, which is also around 45 minutes.
I also suggest that you guys should use your tag time to going to teachers and getting help if you need it, because these teachers will definitely help you like outside of class, learn more about what you're struggling with, and they'll definitely like help you with whatever you need.
All right, we'll move on to the next question. What kinds of extracurricular sports and activities are there at the high school, and how difficult is it to balance your schoolwork with them?
There's many clubs that we have. Like if you're interested in like video and like taking pictures, you can join like MOTV, or you really need to focus on your time management in order, if you're going to do an extracurricular, like you need to make sure you're managing your time well between going to meetings and doing your homework like after school, or if you're in a sport, like you really should use your tag time to do your homework.
Yeah, and for clubs, I'm in Best Buddies Club, and it's a really nice way to connect with other students and find friendships.
Yeah, and I'm in lacrosse, and I would definitely recommend joining either a club or a sport, because you can meet a lot of friends, especially like upperclassmen, and they're honestly really helpful because they can give you tips on like basically anything, school and stuff. So I do recommend joining a club.
Also, I think joining a fall sport is a really good thing because you have practices before school starts, like preseason, so you get to meet people and your coaches before the school year, so when you walk in on the first day, you know some people, and it's you feel a little bit more welcomed.
Something that was really cool for me with sports was I got to meet a lot of upperclassmen, and they would help me a lot with like not just like sports. They could give me a lot of advice and stuff because they were in my position once, and now they're about to graduate, and they kind of just were a steady hand that could pretty much guide me throughout my year. Even now, now that I'm out of the basketball season, a lot of them still keep in touch with me.
I feel like for clubs and sports in high school, there's almost twice as many in high school than what's available to you guys right now. So I think that's a great way to reach out, meet new people, and just have a great time.
Also, I know a few of you like just made like the cheer team. Since we start season like really early, me and Alexa were able to come together and become closer friends through the season. So even with like the people that you're not friends with now, like you'll definitely become closer with, you'll gain a lot more friendships.
Yeah, and during cheer, like there was a preseason, so we also gotta like with the upperclassmen walk our schedules, and then like we got like great friendships with upperclassmen, and like some like the tryouts start really early. Like I know cheer tryouts already happened, so now you guys know like our like sport is like a really like nice way to like find friends, and so like I really recommend like doing sports.
Do you guys want to talk a little bit about the club fair, maybe, if you guys know about it?
Yeah, so the club fair is basically like a time during lunch or tag in the beginning of the school year, usually the first week, and there's just a ton of clubs and people from those clubs representing themselves and telling you why you should join. Honestly, I'd recommend just doing whatever you want, doing whatever you'd like, trying something new. This year I tried a new club, it's called FBLA. It's basically where it's a club where you take tests or you do presentations, and this year I went to Atlantic City because I qualified for states, and it's a really good time overall because you get to miss a little bit of school and have fun with your friends.
To go off of sports, if you guys don't have good grades and aren't trying in your classes, you will not be able to play in the games or participate in practices. So you need good grades, and you need to, really try hard, and because the expectations are much higher for the high school.
Also, I think a really good thing that I know they don't have at the middle school is unified sports, and basically you play with like kids with disabilities or special needs, and there's one for every season. So there's basketball, there's soccer, and I think there's track and bowling. And I did it in the winter. I did basketball, and it was really fun, and it was a really good way to like meet new people, and it was just a lot of fun.
Could you guys also just explain how you balance your extracurriculars and your sports with schoolwork?
So I really like, again, emphasizing tag time. I really use my tag time during school to do my work. So like if I have a game, I know that once I go home from my game, I don't have any work to do. I can just chill. And I also recommend a study hall, like Will said. It really helps so you can do your work during school if you don't have enough time during tag. It helps get your work done before practice or a game.
So I just really want to emphasize to use your time properly, because even if you get homework from a lot of classes and you have a lot of extra things to do from clubs and stuff, if you, like she said, use your tag time or even just your class time, if you have extra class time in another class because you finished your assignment, there's a good chance every day you won't have much homework to do at home. Like for me, I know I hardly have homework because I get my work done in school. And I think that's something that a lot of people can do, and you just have to use your time properly.
Also, I would base your schedule around how you're, like, what sports you're doing. So say in fall you have football or cheer or whatever, I would place a study hall in there so you could get your work done during that.
Yeah, and the majority of the clubs meet during lunch, so it's like you don't have to worry about a lot of clubs being after school because you can also do it during lunch.
I know you guys already made your schedules, but just going off, like you're still able to make changes like throughout the next school year. I would definitely recommend knowing like the kind of student that you are. If you're going to get lazy with your work, I would not take any hard classes or join as many after school like curriculars or anything if you know that you're going to get lazy with your work and not do it.
Also, like even though there is tag, you want to be prepared to that you're going to have homework after school, after games, after practices. So I think you like really something that I learned and I think a lot of other people learned is just to not procrastinate your work and to just get it done, because there is going to be times where you have to stay up late studying or doing homework, and yeah, you're not going to be able to get it all done in tag some of the days, but most of the days you can.
All right, so your next question is, what is SmartPass like at the high school and how do you use it?
So basically, SmartPass, you fill out your name and whatever bathroom you're going to. So say you're in the D wing, you would choose the D section, and you basically just, fill out your pass, select your time. And it's usually 5 minutes for the bathroom, so you can't go over.
Also during tag, your teachers can set up like smart passes for you to go different places. And also during tag, you can also use email passes, so your teachers can email you a pass to go like whatever room if you're making up an exam or like a test or whatever, or if you need extra help.
SmartPass isn't just for using the bathroom. We use it for the nurse, going to the office, going to attendance, going to other classrooms. You pretty much use it for everything in the high school.
And with the bathrooms, we have a ID card to get in, so you'll have like, if like you use up too much time or your bathrooms throughout the month, you won't be able to get in.
Also, sometimes you get put on like a wait list to go to the bathroom, and you just have to wait in line until your pass says you can go.
Okay, time for the next question. You guys kind of already went over this, but you can kind of emphasize a little bit more, maybe share some of your personal experiences. But it says, how demanding are school sports as a freshman?
So practice is usually 6 days a week, so you usually have Sundays your off day, but coaches can change that as you go along. Usually you also have to be at practice in order to play in a game. So I know for lacrosse, if you miss a game, you have to sit out the next game, or if you miss a practice, you have to see either the first quarter or the first half of the practice. School sports in the high school is definitely like more serious than middle school sports.
It's a lot more demanding than what probably most of you guys do now. Like for instance, during the basketball season, I had practice all winter break, and like even the day after Christmas. And to be honest, while it might not sound like ideal, I actually enjoyed it because I got to continue playing my sport and doing what I like to do.
It's definitely more physically demanding on your body. Like it definitely gets you more in shape than like maybe in a rec or like club sport now. Like I know for cheer, we just started running miles again in the summer, so that was definitely a big change. And we would sometimes have like just random thrown in practices, but when you really enjoy the sport, it's not bad at all.
Yeah, and like varsity sports are so much more like practicing time, and like for competition cheer, we had practice every single day and also a comp on the weekend, so we were really busy, but we still had time to like hang out with friends and like do homework and stuff, so it's like a fun way to like connect with people.
Definitely go to the trainer if you guys are injured, because you can't miss out on doing that, or it will just be worse if you ignore that. And during lunch, you could send him a pass and you could go to the trainer to do whatever you need to do.
Kind of similar to what James said, I play softball, and we have games and practices all in spring break, so we can't go anywhere. So I'd say it's definitely a commitment, but if you really do like the sport and you're having fun, then I'd say it's worth it.
Okay. Can you guys just talk about the trainers really quick? And like how it works, like going there before practice and stuff?
The trainer's definitely a good thing to utilize. I see him almost every day. You'll definitely see Mr. C. He's a really good guy. He'll make some jokes with you. But trainer, I mean, he'll help you with anything sports related. You could talk to him about just getting better at your sport or just like trying to improve, and I think he could help you with that, but also injuries as well. If you're not feeling like you should be playing, or if you feel like you've like just hurt yourself, I feel like going to the trainers definitely is the best option.
Even if you're like feeling the slightest bit of pain like anywhere, I would definitely recommend going. They also do have water, like if you ever need to refill your water bottle, you can go there. And usually your practice, since we get out of school at like 2:20, usually your practice won't start until like 2:30, 2:35, so you definitely have time to go get taped, iced, or whatever you need.
Also, you can get a pass like to leave a little early last block if you ever if you're having an injury and you need like treatment and you don't have enough time before practice, the trainer can send you a pass and you can leave early from class, like 5 minutes.
Also, if you're hurt, the trainer will send you a pass during tag, or and you'll go as soon as lunch starts, and he'll help you with anything you need, and then you can go back to your class after lunch.
The trainer can also help make a plan for you. So say it's game week and you have game Thursday, he can help, guide you what to eat and what to, drink throughout that week to make you prepared.
I would also definitely recommend going during lunch and using your lunchtime to get help with whatever's hurt, because sometimes if you're late to practice, coaches don't always love you guys being late because you're in the trainer fooling around or whatever.
Yeah, even if you're not hurt, maybe you're just sore from practice the day before or whatever you're doing, I would definitely recommend going to the trainer. They have recovery boots there, they have ice, so it just keeps you in the best shape that you can be in for your season and for your sport.
Okay, so what kind of fun activities are there at the high school?
So in the spring, there's a pep rally that student council runs. All the sports come together. They also have fun games that you can participate in, so you can reach out to your class council for that to participate in those games. Also, this year we had Clash of Classes. It's during the spring-ish, winter. You get to sign up for different fun activities and games. So this year we had finish the song lyric, or we had a relay race, and then you just the best grade wins.
What's Snowland?
Snowland is a dance that they have every winter. Basically, it's all the grades just come together. You all get dressed up and go to the dance.
Yeah, just a dance at the high school. It's kind of like a middle school dance, but it's all ran by student council, and there's also a lot of fundraisers that go on that you can participate in that are fun.
I definitely recommend participating in your class's fundraisers. It helps you raise money so you don't have to pay as much for prom tickets in the future.
What do you guys think of Marauder Royale this year?
So Marauder Royale is where all the seniors, they participate, and it's basically a talent show. They get to do any fun skit, whatever they want. This year is really funny. I do recommend going.
Do you guys want to talk a little bit about Spirit Weeks too?
There definitely are multiple Spirit Weeks that go on, maybe even one every 2 months or so. We have one. I definitely would say participate in those. It's really fun to see everyone dress up.
There's another thing that happens, it's a student council event, where it's called Haunted Hallways. So each grade level will get a hallway that they have to decorate, and people from that grade will come together and decorate the hallway, and the best looking hallway wins.
I would definitely say participate in everything that you can to help your class council out.
We also have Marauder Fest coming up, and that's a teacher talent show that's pretty fun. There's been promotions that are going out, so you guys will see that, so you all could come out and support the teachers.
Okay, maybe we want to open up the floor to some like extra questions by chance? Yeah? A chess club? Is anybody in a chess club here?
And like, just say there's a club at the high school that you want to do, or like there's some clubs that you're not really interested in. You can like get people together and try and start like your own club and like have a teacher like be the advisor for you.
And I just want to say to like take advantage of all the opportunities that the high school has for you. I mean, you'll never know what you like challenge yourself to take hard classes, push yourself to try new clubs, new sports, because you'll never know like what you'll end up liking. And really everything that the high school offers can kind of help you shape your future and what you want to do as a career once you graduate.
How about a big round of applause for our panelists here and their responses, giving you a glimpse of what your experience is going to be like next year. Before we close with another video, I just want to acknowledge, how about a big round of applause for our superintendent of schools, Dr. Sumit Bangia, joining us this afternoon, who happens to be a Mount Olive High School graduate. I won't tell you the year, okay? We'll withhold that information. But at this time, we're going to show you another video. What is Mount Olive?
Welcome to Mount Olive High School, where excitement and life meet education. Feeling the preschool jitters? Don't worry. Mount Olive High School is your gateway to top-notch education and an array of fantastic opportunities. But what is MOHS? Well, our classrooms are the hub of learning, equipped with smartboards, Promethean boards, and TVs. Dive into subjects like math, language arts, history, science, and more. All supported by state-of-the-art facilities. We have it all. But it's not just books and boards, we're all about sports too. Soccer, football, lacrosse, cheer, basketball, and more. Our sports facilities, including the sports dome and stadium, are where dreams become victories. Not a sports fan? No problem. Try a club. Challenge yourself with chess club, science league, and medical club. You can even join our world-class robotics team. Interested in getting involved with other types of clubs? Explore drama club or stage crew. Join Key Club, Leo's Club, or Best Buddies and make a difference in the community. Interested in challenging your inner artist? Join one of our art clubs. MOHS has so many more clubs to offer. Mount Olive is more than just a school. It's a community where you can make connections, have fun, and leave your mark. As you walk on graduation, leaving the high school era of your life, whether off to college or military or the workforce, Mount Olive is always there supporting you. Students and teachers will wish you goodbye and success in your future adventures. Come experience for yourself how amazing Mount Olive is, become part of the community, and make your time at MOHS count.
Yeah, pretty much that's what we're talking about, folks. That's what's awaiting you just down the road. And we can't wait for you to get there. Another round of applause for our panelists. Gave you great advisement. I'm so proud of them. Who knows, maybe next year you get to sit in the seat and share your experiences of the transition. So we want to thank Mrs. Wilkie again and her staff. I think this was a great opportunity and we really appreciate it. Thank you.